what's going on, y'all? T-Bob here.
And Jake as well.
And you're about to watch a little OTB LSU.
We're going to give you all the latest, greatest between LSU football, baseball, women's basketball, softball, and everything in between.
Bottom line, if you want to talk Tigers, keep it locked, subscribe, like it, and we hope you enjoy it. All right, so Phil Steele came out with his top 25 freshman defensive backs in the entire country, and LSU ends up with a name on there, Deshaun McBride, the top-rated defensive back of this last class. He was also he's a top 100 prospect last year. He's a number 3 player coming out of Louisiana. He ends up number 24 on Phil Steele's list here. Very respectable. He's only 18 years old, and he's 6'3", 205. Just a beautiful chef's kiss of a prototypical safety size there. What do we think about Deshaun McBride's ability to immediately play? Oh, and by the way, as Taylor points out, he has changed his name to Deshaun Spears as well. So don't be confused if you see Deshaun Spears out there. How do y'all feel about Spears playing year number 1 as a freshman?
I'm going to let Taylor take this one first because I got to give Taylor credit. He's been on him since spring football.
Yeah.
Like did you go to practice?
No, because they was at like 9 a.m.
That's true. But whatever it was, I remember you coming back, and obviously he's from the area where you grew up as well. But this is somebody you've talked about for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, T-Bob laid it out. 6'3", 205. I mean, you go watch the kid's tape. Rangy, flies to the football. The coaching staff's been high on him. Has really good ball skills, too. Like in high school, he played a lot of box safety. You know, he was kind of that line of scrimmage guy, but he had really good ball skills in the spring, as far as everyone said. So I'm excited about him. He's got all the potential in the world.
So if Major Burns is finally now able to play a position that, you know, he was actively kind of that fits him, right? That star position.
Yeah.
Are we looking at Sage Ryan being free safety 1 and then Deshaun McBride kind of learning under Sage and being rotational free safety 2?
You might.
The 2 starting safeties in the spring was Sage Ryan and Jordan Gilbert.
Yeah.
I mean,
Gilbert
played it looked more like Gilbert was playing kind of free safety and Sage was playing strong safety, but I get where T's coming from. You would think Sage Ryan cover skills, former corner, would play more free than strong, but
well, I mean, look, I don't care how they want to do it. I'm just interested to see how Blake Baker forms this defensive backfield where I think there's talent there, but it's like just who will step up. How do you do you have Burns and 2 safeties on the field at the same time?
Yeah, I mean, there's certainly going to be times you would. I mean, because think about it, like,
and then like just 2 linebackers, kind of traditional linebackers that we think.
Yeah,
of?
and I think the star would take kind of the place of your nickel.
Yeah,
like being on the field at all times. And so if you have 2 backers on the field, is that Greg Penn and Harold Perkins? I think that's what we all assume. And then when you get creative with Perkins, who comes in? Is it Whit Weeks? Is it Wes Weeks? Who Coach Baker, we asked him about other linebackers, and he stopped us and told us about Wes Weeks.
I know. How about that? The guy who was kind of thought at this point maybe a bit of an afterthought, just kind of a special teamer. Little brother comes in with his dazed and confused kind of aura and great accent, and Blake Baker saying, well, hold up now, not so fast. Let's not forget about Big Bro. So that's interesting. So at that point, you're probably playing with what? Four down linemen?
Yeah, you'll have 3 down linemen. You'll have the jack backer as well. So that the jack backer will make it the 4th, and so
3 down linemen, 2 kind of interior linebackers. You got your jack backer, and then the star, and then 2 safeties, 2 corners.
Yeah. Now the corners, is it going to be Ashton Stamps and maybe PJ Woodland, even though he's a freshman? J.K. Johnson, we finally get a chance to see him coming over from Ohio State and actually, be healthy.
Toviano
last year certainly got some run there. You get Zy Alexander back.
Yep.
Which I think last year he would have shored up some things. I'm not saying that he's going to, be a 10-year Sunday player or anything, but I just think he would have, kind of solidified some of the issues that they had just because he was a veteran player who had been through so many games in his career. And you were looking for that last year.
Yeah, look, I think that I like that corner room. I mean, it's not going to be, I don't think it's going to have all the All-Americans and stuff like maybe we've seen in the past, but I expect it to be a much improved defensive back room. Think about it, this is the first year where you're not relying on just immediate plug and play transfers in 3 years, right? It's been just kind of hoping that guys will work out. And year one under Brian Kelly, it did, but you recognized you experienced the variance of the portal where the year two haul just didn't work at all. Denver Harris and company just never panned out. Now you have guys who have been in the program, know the defense. They've been more seasoned and brought up in the Kelly program and everything that comes with it. And I think that will lead to more success, along with just having a way better defensive coordinator and DB's coach and Corey Raymond being back as well. Wow, Jake, what incredible takes.
I mean, those guys, they're just the best.
I think so. And if you think so, again, hit the like button, subscribe, ring the bell so you get notifications when we post every single day here on OTB LSU.